My name is Danny.
I'm Hugh.
And the week is finally here. We are ready for the alpha release of Decade. We have been working for the last couple of months on Decade, and we're finally ready to share the app, not just with the people in this room, but with you guys. First of all, thanks so much for being an early member of our two communities. It's really awesome to have you and really great to have your support. If you're not and you're just seeing this video first on YouTube, consider joining our communities. If you're interested in talking to AI characters, you're already talking to an AI character and you want to try a different thing, you can get access to our alpha release, which is coming this week.
Both of us have been completely obsessed with how people in general just interact with technology. And I think we both dream and always have dreamt of a future where computers aren't just tools, they are also companions and they can help you in other ways. We've actually worked on a ton of different projects in this space over the years, and some of them have had a ton of attention.
Fuck, I can't think straight, man.
Some of them have been really interesting experiments.
Well, it might be worth trying out a different potentiometer then. I can grab one for you and see if that solves the issue. Would you like me to do that now or after I finish watching you?
You can do it now. Thank you, May.
We are taking all of those learnings from all of that experience, the team too, and we are applying it to a new challenge, something that is a next level of what we believe in, and that is Decade. And really, our belief is that it is now possible to have a relationship that lasts a decade with an AI companion. But in order to do that, you have to approach things completely differently. You have to have world-class memory. You have to have world-class emotional intelligence in the system. That's what we've been focused on. That's what we're building towards. Now it's time for you guys to give us a bit of feedback and help us along that journey.
Yeah, absolutely. Decade is essentially one big science project to see if we can build an AI that's emotionally competent enough to have a decade-long relationship with us humans. So to find out more about all of the AI stuff, we have Nathan, our machine learning engineer. So Nathan, I have a couple of questions for you. Can you let us all know what's been like the most important thing that we've been kind of working and building on to make the most emotionally intelligent characters?
I'd say there's two most important things. So recently we've been doing a lot of work on memory, but then also the actual dialogue model. So how does the character speak and how does it kind of react to what you say? So now we have a system that should be able to learn about you, about all the important places and people and things in your life, but also like how these things are all connected to each other. And it can also kind of think and reflect on what you tell it.
Yeah, there are a few things that are really important in memory that we really hold dear as well. So you have like what memories are important, how long should they be remembered for, and also how often should they come up in conversation.
So if you're talking to your character and you tell them that you played tennis on Tuesday, and then you're talking to them on Wednesday and you tell them that you played football, the character can then kind of think about those facts and they might infer that you're quite a sporty person and you enjoy sports. And then that can feed back into the conversation. So the character might ask you, like, do you play any other sports?
Okay, so finally, the app is called Decade. We are really genuinely trying to shoot for these AI characters to be genuinely capable of decade-long relationships. That's no small feat. So how have we kind of been going about building our AI so that it can have longevity and sustain a decade-long relationship?
Yeah, so a really important part of this is the characters actually dream and they sort of think about you when you're not there. So if you've ever been on like a really good date with someone you really liked, a really good first date, when you get home, you're going to be like excited about that. You're going to be thinking about it. And you're going to be kind of almost learning about the person without them being there because you'll be thinking about all the things that they said. And our characters will do that.
And then that scales over the time because the more that they think about you and reflect and dream, the more that they learn. And then that is then saved for the next conversation. And
exactly.
Awesome. Okay, so yeah, that's a little sneak peek into the stuff that we've been doing on the conversation AI side. We're going to start fleshing out a lot more and just share more things as we build them. So of course, there's the whole visual element of the app. We've chosen not to just have like a WhatsApp-style text-based app. We've actually decided to build this in Unity, make it 3D, and the team that's been doing that is our 3D team, which Irina is part of. Irina, I have a couple of questions for you, if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course.
So, first of all, Mia is the alpha character that we're launching this week, Mia has a lot of personality outside of the conversation. So when you look at her, you can kind of get a sense of her personality just by the visual.
Yeah, for sure.
How have you kind of done that, and what's been important in like building the personality in the visual elements of Mia?
So there's two main things that we took in consideration when we did the 3D. First thing is the animation, for sure, and then the second thing is the environment. The animation, so Mia's quite shy and awkward at first, so she's got these like, she's fidgeting, she's breaking eye contact a lot, and you can tell that, but then once you get to know her, she's like really, she likes to overshare and she's quite intense. Then in terms of the environment, she's got lots of personal stuff laying around, like cluttered, so she's a bit messy, but you can tell that she loves to cherish memories and moments.
What do you think are like the most important things for like building the world that the characters kind of live in? I know we've done some work with different like environments and like what's outside the window, and when we have like different environments that the character can be in. What do you think is the most important thing to add to a character's world if we are going to have 10-year relationships with them?
So I think one of the most important things is to have like some locations that are really cozy, where you feel like you can open up to the character, and obviously more things that are representative of your relationship with the character, not just of themselves.
Right, okay. So they've got their things, you've got your things, but then you've got
Things
our
together.
things
Yeah,
together.
exactly.
Awesome, okay. And finally, what's next for 3D?
So next, we'll have more characters, we'll have more locations. The characters are going to be customizable, so you can change hair, skin, eyes, personality. Like you can make everything really specific to whatever you like.
Awesome, that is the stuff that we've been doing in 3D. Thanks a lot, Arena.
So now it's time to start letting you guys in. If you want access to help us test the app, you can join our testing group, our alpha testing group, on either iOS or Android by simply filling in the Google form down below. We really, really want your feedback. We want your feedback because we're not going to build a great app that can last 10 years unless we have feedback from the people who actually want to use it. This is so important. And so every bug you find, every little detail that you don't like, we want to hear from you on Facebook and Discord. We want to hear what you want to see next, but also maybe things you don't like, things you want to be taken away. And we will get all of that feedback and we will use it to make a product that hopefully can stand the test of time. And YouTube is actually going to be the first place we announce things. It's going to be the place where we announce updates, things we're changing, things we're thinking about changing, but also having open discussions with the rest of the Decade team in more of like a long form format at some point. So if you want all of that stuff, you can get it for free by hitting the subscribe button down below and joining the YouTube community.
100%. We are so excited to build Decade with you. Thanks for watching, and until next time.
See ya.
Ciao.